your mother, let's stay together. Cause when she entered the picture, my life had changed for the better. Your daddy is the dirty, filthy, crustified creature. Your mommy is the dedicated, educated school teacher. Like a song I wrote on a softer note, gave my life some sort of hope. When the water broke and my daughter woke, the happiest times in our entire life.
How you doing? Blessed, man. So man, right now, y'all, we chopping up with the one, the only, I consider legendary in this hip-hop game, R.A. the Rugged Man. What's up, brother? How you feeling? What you up to today?
We got a show, getting ready to do a show in, what city we in? Columbus, Ohio. It's always good energy in Ohio. We always have crowds of people screaming and giving us a lot of love. We like it here.
Right, very, very versatile crowds too out there is one of the things that I like about Ohio personally. So the tour is called All My Heroes Are Dead. All right, lay a little bit into that just so people understand what the All My Heroes Are Dead is about.
Well, you know, you see what's going on. We just lost the legendary Biz Markie last night, you know, so
yeah.
And Gift the Gab last week, and nobody beats the Biz, you know what I mean? It's like Sean Price and Reggie Osei and Ecstasy from Houdini and Prince Markie D from Fat Boy. This is what we grew up on. These were our heroes, our love, and who made us who we are. And all my heroes are dead, you know, and that's life, you know.
R.I.P. to all those cats.
Yep.
It was definitely a loss, I know, for you with Gift of Gab, man.
Same with Biz. We you know, it's talking to Diamond J today, and he was just like, yo, you know, it felt like he was gonna come back, you know. He was sick, but you know, he always kicked the ass of the sickness, you know. And Gift the Gab got his operation as well, and everybody thought he was gonna be all right. You know, and it, you know, so.
Yeah, no, most definitely, man.
Enter my energy element. I am an entity walking ahead of the pack. I really am out of my head, and it's evident that I will never be able to ever quit.
I'm a huge fan of Gift the Gab, for sure, man. And the work that you did together with him. With the Afro. That video alone was fresh, man. So Afro's on the tour with you, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And we got also, is it pronounced Reverie? Is that what she goes by?
Yeah, Reverie. They're both two West Coast MCs, Afro and Reverie. They're both super dope in their own different ways, you know. So yeah.
Right, and I noticed that she was on the cover of the tour flyer, and I think also the single that you did with the Mortal Technique, there was like a marketing piece that she was involved in. Is that how you guys originally linked up? How did you meet up with Reverie?
There was a dope concert in Germany. It was an all-female concert with Sarah and Dynasty and Gavlin and Reverie, and it was like an all-female bill, and it was packed out, and Rev was super dope. So we met that day, and you know, I knew Gavlin. Gavlin rocked, you know, quite a few stages together, me and Gav, and yeah, we stayed in touch, you know. So.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I like Ciroc as well. Just since you dropped her name up in there, goes hard, man. And you've actually introduced me to Reverie. I like what she's doing. Are you going to be doing some tracks with her?
Yeah, we did a record together, and we did a music video together. So I'm looking forward to that dropping. You know, that's for her project. So I think she said she's dropping in like a month or two. So that's dope. And you know, if you look at my history, that's I don't have a lane, you know. Like, you put me with Tech Nine, you put me with you know, Vinny Paz, you put me with, it don't matter the world it is. It's like I could enter whichever, you know. You could put me on a Double Time, you could put me on a Chopper, you could put me on a Mobb Deep Street record, you could put me on, you know, a more commercial sounding soulful R&B joint. There's no real lane for me. I just kind of like to make dope shit. Like if it's dope, that's my lane, you know.
You killed it. You killed it with Tech. I mean, it was obviously there was no. When I peeped the track, I didn't feel like there was nobody that was outdoing each other. Matter of fact, like I mean, it was like RA at this point. I'm like, oh man, he just smashing it. Boy, like the double time that you was doing on there was peace.
Yeah, you rappers bore me. I wanna kill you, do it for me, and I'll holla.
Yo, it's a brutal system, assume position, you superstition, that you a Christian, school religion, it's a crude depiction, they can blind your hearing, they can mute your vision.
Let me just say something on that video. I really like the graphics on it, dog. It just threw a cool little look on it, man, on that one with Tech. I watched that one over and over and over, but how was that connection with him?
Well, I had known Tech for years and years, you know, and one time I did a low-budget horror film, and there was a scene with a bunch of naked women with vagina faces, and they got the script ahead of time, and Travi and Tech, you know, we locked in a date for them. It was their off day from tour, and like the day before, Travi said, oh, you know, maybe if you could take the vagina faces out or this and that. They didn't let Tech do it at the last minute, so Tech was like, yo, like music, I love you musically. Anything you want me to do, man, let's rock together. Let's do some shit together. But like, I don't know if I could do the vagina face shit, you know? So that's how we decided to make a record instead of putting him in a scene with a bunch of girls with vagina faces, you know?
I'm surprised, man. I'm sorry, that blows my mind that hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Also, I like the video that you just dropped. One of my favorite, like, there's many facets to RA. Like recently you said you never know who's gonna show up at the tour. And you have all these different RA from all your different videos. But my favorite RA is kind of like this conscious RA. And you just dropped the record Firstborn with your daughter. And bro, I love that, man. Like that vibe, that's my lane of RA. That's the RA that I bump. The guy that works with Slug, stuff like that, and does those type of records.
I'm leaving the house, seeing my daughter crying, tears flying as I walk out. Whatever problem me and your mom may be facing, you're still my baby angel, my most precious creation. I do life in prison, I cheat, steal life for you, catch a bullet, die for you, be tortured alive for you. I love you.
Even if the world stops turning, even if the sun burns out, you're all I need.
Firstborn's one of my best songs, one of my best videos, one of my best things I ever did. And, you know, I don't know how to get it out there. You know, I dropped the video and nobody watched it, you know? So it's like, but then you do some bullshit where you're just rapping fast on a fucking corner or something and it gets millions of views. So it's like, you know, I don't know how to get that song and video and movement going, you know? It's like, I love it. It's my favorite shit in the world. But yeah, I'm a little bit hurt by it because like I put my whole heart into that one. And I just wanted the world to grasp it, but nobody's seeing it. Everybody seeing it is loving it and going crazy. But I don't know if YouTube got me kind of shadow banned from past shit or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but they kind of, that particular video and song is just being suppressed. And it's like my most heartfelt, family friendly. It's not even no crazy shit. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with that one, you know?
Let's talk about the suppression, man. Because I feel like that happens and then that's going on. But I'm interested in what you're saying because I'm seeing this cat, Tom McDonald, who's dropping those kind of records, and it's working out for him. But yeah, RA, the rugged man.
Me and Tom talked about that before. But we do have, Tom goes after kind of, there's two sides to an argument. Tom will take the one side and kind of run with it. And I don't know. I talked to Tom. I said, why are they not fucking censoring you and suppressing you? And he said he thinks because he knows a lot of smaller channels that are getting fucked over too. But he thinks because his numbers got up, was way higher before the real suppressed suppression started, he thinks that like the ones over $1 million or $2 million with the channels kind of maybe get a little bit more leeway because they're too big to suppress. Obviously, you can suppress anybody. I don't know. Don't quote me exactly on what Tom said, but Tom broke it down a little what he thought. He wasn't saying it for fact. So I don't really. It was just a conversation we had, but he kind of broke it down. He broke it down a little smarter than me because I'm not real.
He had one whole video. He had one whole video that they just yanked down, and like I don't understand where this. And I mean, I get it, the content that he was talking about on that track.
Which video did they take down?
I believe
don't remember that.
It was a track that never even made it. It was before, and if you go over to his channel, he's actually talking about, look, man, I had to call over to the office. Like, what is this? How are you just not even gonna put my video up because somebody at your office don't like it because they don't like what I said? Like, and I see that type of stuff going on. Like, is somebody over at the office suppressing RA? Do you know what I mean? They don't like what he has to say. So, you know what I mean? What is it?
We go after a lot of fucked up targets, CIA, NSA, FBI, United States government, and I'm documented from the government poisoning my family and murdering half my family and all of this stuff. And I call them out on all of this stuff. So it's not even just a political spin. It's more a reality-based. You know, it's not an opinion piece. It's a fact in your face piece. A lot of the shit I do where like I'm exposing factual, historical horrors that they performed. So maybe that's why. I don't know.
And if you don't play into the game, it seems like respectfully, I mean, is it because RA didn't play into the game?
I was a teenager. I had a bid in war and I signed the $1.8 million deal. And I signed at 18 years old, and but then I got lawsuits and sued and taking my money out of the what's called the budgets of shit I was working on and paying off shit, and it was a tough time. I ended up I think with $6,000 to my name and still was in debt. And ended up broke and beat up after that. Went and blackballed and bodied. That was in the early '90s. It's a very it's highly documented part of my life. People know the story. So, but no, we took the deal when I was a kid, and because there was no internet there was no such thing as like just doing it all yourself. You either had to sign with a label or not. There was no. You had some guys selling records out of the trunk, but that wasn't a real career because there was no way to get it to Japan and Russia and Spain and all over the world. You had to sign to a corporation that would be able to market your shit worldwide and get your shit on TV because there was no internet. You had to get on TV, you had to get on radio, you had to get somebody working hundreds of thousands of dollars to get your stuff played nationwide on radio. It's like, it was just, you had to either play their game or have no living or be able to make no living. But then later as the internet grew, we were able to say we don't need nothing except ourselves and press the button and deliver our music to the world, So
question, man, and I ask this sincerely, and I'm not throwing any shade on because I feel like he's your homie, like Method Man and those guys. Like, how come there never was no RA Method Man tracks? Like, why didn't
Method Man was a fan of mine. Before I knew who Method Man was, he was a fan of mine. And we met one day and he was like, yo, Dirty Crusty Asses, yo. Like, he like kind of almost fanboyed out. Not fanboyed, he was just respect. Yo. Because he was young. See, here's the thing. When you're young in the game, you're excited to meet the peers, So he wasn't famous yet. So like, oh shit, So I was like, what's your name? He's like, Method Man. I'm like, oh, what's up? And then he blew the fuck up out of control. And then when he got his big money deal with Def Jam, first thing he did, he had his A&R man call me, and then he called me, and yo, we got to get this record together. We got to do this record. And then like Method Man says in the video, like they were like, yo, that dude does this, he did that. I was legit blackballed from the game. I was respected by every rapper in the industry, but it was a different industry then. It wasn't where like now, say, name any rapper. Name a rapper right now. Name a rapper.
KJ52.
Okay, KJ5 too, right? Okay. So KJ5 could inbox me, be like, yo, let's do something already. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's do something, and we do it, right?
Right.
Back in the day, like, I remember when I was on Priority, I said, yo, let's get like, because I had like this old school gangster beat. And I said, let's get like Coogee Rap from the East Coast, and let's get like MC Ren from the West Coast. I haven't heard nothing from Ren in a while, and just kick some ignorant gangster shit over this beat. And the label would say, well, ain't nobody at radio checking for Ren. Ain't nobody checking for Coogee Rap, you know, and these are like legendary Coogee Rap. And so they wouldn't finance a song like that. So I didn't even get to approach the guys to do it because, you know, who's going to put it out? You have to, you know, do these things, and the labels have to agree to them. Now I could say, who do I want a song? This guy, that guy, that guy. All I got to do is call them. Let's do this record. And you can do records with whoever you want, put them out on yourself. The fans get to hear them. It wasn't like that when everything was controlled by, you know, corporate labels, right. You know.
Hey, man, I really appreciate your time. I think that we covered a lot right now. Everybody's coming to Salt Lake City. He's going to be at Liquid Joe's. It's August 5th. Make sure you show up to the show. Anything you want to shout out, bro?
Salt Lake City, man. We're going to obliterate the stage. I got Reverie, who's a monster on the stage. Afro, who's just like one of the most naturally gifted. I got DJ Super Brown Bum.
Yo, nobody beats the Biz.
What's up, dog?
If you ain't never seen an RA show, it's the energy levels. Nobody's messing with our shows. We got the most hype, aggressive. I mean, we do all the lyrical, incredible, destroy you with lyrical and bars and shit. But then we transform the show into, you know, just the energetic, maniacal circus piece. You know, it's like you won't never forget it. Ain't no MC in 2021 gonna deliver you a better show than we delivering you. So don't miss Salt Lake City.
I love you, man. I'll back you. We're gonna be pushing this like crazy. I appreciate you taking the time. That is cool.
All right, brothers. Be good, okay?
God bless, man. Talk to you. 100.
Much love, man.
Enough of the ruckus running, the roughest is coming. It's a miracle just being born. Learn to enjoy life, it ain't that long. Sing the words to my song. Come on.
Wake up, don't cry. So sad inside. I still get through the day. I'm gonna make it anyway.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. We just got done chopping it up with the RA, the rugged man. Me, my boy, Rudy. You know what I mean? The pull-up up in here. Lambo, 801 Hip Hop. Make sure you go check the show out one more time. August 5th at Liquid Joe's. RA, the rugged man. Self-expression music will be up in the house. We'll be representing. Love y'all. That's what it is. Peace.